Hallo YouTube. Es geht jetzt gerade weiter. Das liegt einfach an der Grafik, an dem Videografik. Ab einem bestimmten Grad geht das nicht mehr. Ruckelt das mega. Habe ich gerade getestet. Jetzt gleich Ubisoft. PC Gaming Show habe ich das nicht gemacht, weil es nichts. Also hat sich nicht gelohnt. Hat nur Arc gezeigt so und so. Ubisoft kommt aber trotzdem noch. Danach kommt Sony und danach Nintendo. Schauen wir mal, was dann noch gezeigt wird. Ich bin gespannt auf Assassin's Creed heute. South Park wäre auch nicht schlecht. Und hat ich mir noch aufgeschrieben.
Yes, and obviously you can locate your nearest exit, emergency exit, just in case, you know.
Chad, are you having fun?
Oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever!
Ah ja, Watch Dogs 2 natürlich. For Honor, Just Dance, Rayman.
Please, no smoking inside. I know, that's gonna be difficult for the French teams. No smoking, please.
Dann Ghost Recon Wildlands habe ich noch aufgeschrieben. Und Rayman. Das ist nur, was ich denke, was kommt.
Alright, now that does it for Justin and myself.
Does that do it?
I don't know. Are you guys ready? Are you guys hyped?
Der linke Typ, der kommt mir so bekannt vor. Gehört er nicht zum deutschen Team oder so? Ich hoffe auf Assassin's Creed neuer Empire wäre ein Vorschlag gewesen. Oh, jetzt geht's los. Ich würde fangen mit Watch Dogs an, oder? 30 Jahre Ubisoft. Ach, die alte wieder.
Hey everybody, thank you. Wow. Oh my god, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys were confusing and awesome. And my mom has those boots, by the way, she wants them back. Ladies and gentlemen, you know when you see a dancing crab and a baby bird with a paper collar, that you could only be at the Ubisoft E3 press conference. Welcome. Welcome. Dancers, can you guys bring it up behind me for a second? Just gather around. Get behind me here. It's a special year. And I want to take a moment to do something that's going to feel a little incongruous and potentially even uncomfortable for some of you. There's no smooth or easy way to do this, but we all felt really strongly when we were rehearsing today that we needed to say this. So before we start, everyone here at Ubisoft want to offer our deepest sympathies to the people affected by this weekend's tragedy in Orlando. Our hearts, the hearts of everyone in Paris, in France, in the United States, and around the world are with you. And now, with human giraffe on my right and a cane.
Toll, die Giraffe stellt sich ganz vorne, wo die größte ist.
And get into the fun stuff. Thanks for coming on, guys. Dance away. Dance away. The madness that you just saw was courtesy of the Movement Wizards at Just Dance 2017. Just Dance has always been at the forefront of innovation, bringing its experience to new devices and also introducing the world to the first dance-on-demand streaming service with Just Dance Unlimited. And today, Ubisoft is pleased to announce that Just Dance 2017 will be coming to all video game platforms and PC in October and to the Nintendo NX next year. Yes.
Nintendo NX?
Your life is not complete until you have a lion singing at you out of your television screen.
Nächstes Jahr.
Hello and welcome to everybody lucky enough to be sitting here
Jetzt gedacht,
in
das
the
Jahr
theater
ist im
and even
September.
luckier enough to be watching at home around the globe because you have snacks and you probably didn't shower today. I am Aisha Tyler. Some of you probably didn't shower either. There's no judgment here. I am Aisha Tyler, and I'm standing in the historic Orpheum Theater in vaguely beautiful, yet faintly urine-scented downtown Los Angeles. It's true, right? It's underneath everything. And the badges are on everyone's necks, and the smiles on everyone's faces can only mean one thing. It is E3 conference time. Now, 2016 is a huge year for everyone here at Ubisoft. It's my 5th time hosting this conference. Yes.
5 Jahre.
And you all know what the traditional gift is for a 5th anniversary, yeah? That's right, my friends. Wood. Or girl wood, if you choose. Let it wash over you. Now, people, they always ask me, like, why do I continue to do this conference in the face of the overwhelming internet love that I received? And it's not the money, I'll tell you that. Ubisoft is French. They're paying me in red wine and
Danke, Publikum. Danke.
Now, I come back every year because I love games. I play these games, I adore them, and I love being a part of the excitement that comes with revealing new games to the world. Every day, every year when I do this, I'm like a kid in a candy store. A really large, slightly masculine kid in a candy store. And speaking of excitement, it's Ubisoft's 30th birthday. Yeah, give it up for Ubi. Or Ubi. Ubi may be 30, but like everyone else here in Hollywood, it hasn't aged a bit. It gets drunk on weekdays and dresses inappropriately, but whatever makes it feel young.
Boah, die kann
Now,
moin.
over these 3 decades, Ubisoft has been
Jetzt lass was spielen.
giving its teams the freedom to push boundaries and create
Im
games
Sinne,
that are
ne?
memorable, fun, and sometimes a little crazy. So, enough talk. We're going to hit fast forward right now and get straight to the games. All right, now, you may remember our next title from the end of last year's show, when it blew your fucking mind. And if you're at home playing a drinking game, yes, an F-bomb in the first 5 minutes of this show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Recon Wildlands.
Da ist es. Ich bin jetzt nicht so ein Fan von Shootern einfach. Das sieht aber nett aus. Gut, ist ein Trailer. Aber
I offer the people a choice. To follow me or oppose me. If you follow me, I feed your families, give you shelter, medicine, and jobs. Shield you from the tyrants. Allow La Santa Muerte to protect you from death. I give you power. I make you rich. But most of all, I let you rule like kings. But for those that oppose me, I have only one thing to offer. A promise. To take everything you love and destroy it in front of your eyes. Well, it's all yours.
Get the money, get the drugs, and he's the king.
In Bolivia, the coca leaf is core to the culture. It's found in every gas station, every hospital, and every town square. And they use it for a variety of things, like treating nausea and
Das laut genug.
to a refreshing energy drink. But it can also be used to make cocaine. So we asked, what if? What if a Mexican drug cartel moved in, took over the entire
Der
country,
Bart stört.
seized all of those coca resources to become the #1 producer of cocaine on the planet, effectively turning Bolivia into a narco state. This is the world of Ghost Recon Wildlands. And you? Well, you're the ghosts. The elite spec ops drop deep behind enemy lines to create chaos and disrupt the alliance between a corrupt local government and the Santa Blanca cartel, ultimately going after their leader, the vicious El Sueño. Hi everybody, my name is Dominic Butler. I'm the lead game designer for Ghost Recon Wildlands. And Ghost Recon Wildlands is the very first military shooter set in a massive, dangerous open world that you can play entirely in solo or in up to 4-player co-op, with beautiful environments set across a variety of different ecosystems that will challenge and influence your gameplay at every step of the way. All of this takes place in the largest action-adventure open world Ubisoft has ever done. Now, in the gameplay we're about to show you, the ghosts already have a target. His name is El Pozolero. He's known as the Stew Maker because he makes the bodies disappear. Now, the ghosts know that their target is in a large Santa Blanca camp somewhere in the San Mateo province, but they don't know where yet exactly. And because Ghost Recon Wildlands gives you the total freedom of choice to do what you want, when you want, we put the power back in the players' hands to achieve their objectives their way. In this case, the ghosts know that their target has some vital intel. They want to take him alive, so they've opted for a tactical extraction. Let's go get that intel.
Here we go. The intel we need is supposed to be in this Sicario's house.
That's gameplay.
Looks like it's upstairs.
Copy that.
Need any help?
Nah, I got this.
Okay, I'll take a look around.
Right, let's try to keep it stealthy. There's one right there. Oh, got you. I'm in. Oh shit, I've been spotted.
You good?
Yeah, got it. Just moving upstairs. Alright, let's see what we got.
Ein bisschen still, ne?
Okay, I got the intel on El Pozolero. He's in a camp up in San Mateo.
Cool, how far is it?
We could use a ride. You got a car out there?
No, something better. You ready to fly?
Let's go.
You got it.
Wie hält er sich fest?
According to the intel, the camp should be near this cliff. El Pozolero's a high-value target. He's going to be well protected.
There's the camp. Oh, damn, this one's gonna be tough.
Yeah, we could definitely use some backup on this one. Hey, you guys need a hand?
Right on time. We're going after El Pozolero. We're at the east of the San Mateo base.
Got it. We are on our way.
We're approaching the camp from the west. We'll meet you there.
Copy that.
I hear this El Pozolero guy's supposed to be a hard target.
How bad does it look?
See for yourself.
Oh, damn. Looks like a whole lot of trouble. Tag the lookout. Can you get him?
Roger that. One less to worry about.
Okay, we're splitting up.
Weaver, can you get to a good sniper position on the south side of the camp? No problem.
Alrighty, I'm moving in from the other side.
Copy that. We're moving in from the train station at the east end of camp.
What's up? Enemy spotted.
I got eyes on a sniper.
Wait for my signal.
Got it.
Now.
Tango down. Let's move. Okay, wait a minute. I hear something inside. Two guys. I got the one on the right. You ready?
Ready?
Go.
Good job.
Okay, I'm gonna deploy the drone and see what's up ahead. Looks like an old town that Santa Blanca's turned into a base. Oh man, there are guards all over the place. That bad? Yep, be careful.
One down, so far so good. Got him all in, guys.
Alright, let's see what's in this big building. Okay, I got him. Red gloves, gas mask. He's got guards with him.
Got it. And another one down. Moving through. Gotcha. Okay, I'm close to the building. I'm trying to find a way in. Saw anything else?
Oh, man, I think he was dissolving somebody.
Like in a can of acid or something.
Yeah, looked pretty nasty. Come on, guys, let's move.
Die hören die,
Alright.
während die erzählen.
Nearly there.
Das ist ein bisschen unlogisch.
Careful, there's more of them the closer you get. Only one left. Okay, I'm in position.
I have 3 tangos in front of me. Leave everything you can out.
You got it. Going in.
Don't let this guy get away.
See him, we'll talk about nightmare fuel.
Call us if you need us.
Don't worry, man, I got this. Shit, he spotted me. Guys, I'm spotted. That was Lowe's running. Going after him. Where is he? Where is he? Get out of the way, man. He's in a white SUV heading to the east end of the camp. Following on a bike. Got it. I'm moving to intercept.
This camp's on full alert, guys. We need to get out of here fast. Shit, Hulk, get in the car.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Shit, no, he's moving too fast. Go the other way.
Come on, man. Let's go. Hurry up. The gate's closing.
I'm right behind you.
Man.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Frag out. We're pulling out. Found a bike, guys. I'm on my way.
Hey, watch your fire. We need him alive.
I can't get a good shot.
This guy's all over the place.
Stop moving. Okay, guys, I'm clear. Out of the camp, on the road. Where are you guys? Let me know you're... Damn, the whole place is going up.
Alright, I'm heading for the chopper now.
Damn, he's trying to ram the car. I gotta hit his engine.
No, I'm trying to slow him down.
Help is on the way, guys. I'll run this train. Where's the chopper? Where is it? I found it. Okay, getting in. I'm in the chopper. Coming your way. Alright, I'm on my way, guys. Hang tight.
Oh, no. He's not stopping. Oh, man, come on. I'm trying.
He's a tough one, this guy, huh?
No. We're not going to push him off.
Looks like he's losing control. Can you push him to the side?
I don't know how it looks up there, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Damn, he dodged it. Hang on, guys. I'm nearly there.
Oh, damn it. Okay, I got him.
Yes, he stopped. I'll get him. Be careful. Ride's here. How'd you get, buddy?
Hurry up, we got cartel reinforcements incoming.
Up you get, and in you go.
Adios. Let's get the hell out of here.
I got him in my line of fire.
Well, hold him off. I gotta fly this thing.
And
We are clear, gentlemen.
nice work.
That was a tough mission. Oh, man, that was close.
Alter, das ging lange. 23 Minuten für ein Spiel.
Head over to GhostRecon.com right now for all the latest news and gameplay videos. For those of you here at E3, please come by the booth. We've got 4-player co-op demos and we would love for you to try it. We want to get your feedback. Ghost Recon Wildlands will be released on March 7th, 2017. Thank you. Have a great show.
Crime in the United States is escalating at an alarming pace. The statistics are staggering. Urban centers are oversaturated with violence. And the wave of criminal activity has overflowed to suburban and rural areas. Dissolution of moral structure of international conspiracies, a multi-billion-dollar project. No one knows the source. The authorities are helpless in stopping this epidemic of crime. civilization is being pushed to the brink. To stem the rising tide of violence and re-establish order, extreme steps must be taken. The question becomes, who will take them?
Süßback. Ja, hey, was ist das?
I had the team put together a trailer. We just took some stuff from Snowdrop and said, make a cool trailer, and that's what it puts out. So that's kind of the way that goes. But all that chaos, all that scary stuff is totally true. Thankfully, the Coon is up to the occasion. And who better to defend the town of South Park and really Colorado and really the world than superheroes or kids in superhero costumes. So, like the Coon, I need some help from
Vor allem regnet gerade.
Please welcome Trey Parker.
Couch. Yeah, sweet.
I had to grab it in.
Sit down.
Ich hoffe, da kommt ein Release richtiger.
So, let's talk about the story. Everybody wants to know what's going on in the fractured butthole.
Don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well, it picks up where the Stick of Truth kind of left off. You're the new kid. If you played Stick of Truth, you would know that. And you're the new kid who moved to South Park. And so the game is really about who you are, and you kind of define who you are in South Park. But whereas the Stick of Truth was like a fantasy send-up, and you end up being the king in the end. And it's like the next day in South Park, and the kids have sort of switched up and now they're playing superheroes. Right?
Yeah. And so we actually have a backstory that the kids have been playing superhero, but they got into a big fight about something, so they're in the Civil War part of their and in fact, Marvel wanted to call their movie Captain America: The Fractured Butthole, but we had already taken that name, so they had to call their Civil War.
True story. That's extremely true.
But also, we want to get into who you are as this new kid, and the fact that in Stick of Truth you really rose to being cool because you became king, but in this game they've kind of switched games, and so you're back to being a douchebag.
Right, so let's see how that douchebag was able to make it into Canoe. Real king.
What the fuck? Who let this ordinary citizen into the queue there? Listen, bro, we're all superheroes and you aren't, so you can't hang out with us. Please do us all a solid and fuck up. Hey! Do not touch that! That device can blow the entire Milky Way galaxy! Jesus fuck! The new kid is trying to play with the cube of ultimate destruction! Good sharer of the fucking galaxy! Look, dude, we already told you can't play. You aren't a superhero. You don't have a costume. You don't have any superpowers. Freedom Pals are adding people to their franchise. We should be adding people ours. This dork, like, wearing a little crown? Does this look like a superhero to you? All right, have a seat, douchebag.
Wie die alle aussehen.
Not there. That's Mysterio seat. Not there either, stupid. Alright, in order to play superheroes, you have to have a superhero persona. Then you can fill out your character sheet on Instagram. Do you have a Instagram page?
Oh, ich feier das.
Oh boy, you're not even on Instagram, huh? Well, I guess I can create one for you. So the first thing we need to fill out on your character sheet is your class. What kind of superhero are you?
Kannst du wählen, Blaster, Speedste.
Speedster, yes, like a Flash or Quicksilver, like it.
Wow.
Kann man welche freischalten oder waren noch mehr in der Leiste?
Create your own superhero, so that you saw on that UI that there are a dozen different superhero classes you can choose from. You mix and match powers from those classes and really make a superhero all your own. But what else is new in the Fractured Butthole?
Well, I mean, that's obviously, I mean, I mean, it's definitely more of a. There's definitely more of defining your character and kind of in superhero movies. There's always like the intense emotional center that like motivates why you have to.
Ich bin nicht so der South Park gucker, aber Stick of Truth war schon geil. Habe ich zwar noch nicht gehabt, aber ich habe es mir angeguckt.
There's a gay fish in South Park, and he loves fish sticks, and the gay fish actually wants you to help him get his mother into heaven. And so you get to journey up and try to help this little gay fish get his mom into heaven. And you're all acting like this shit's regular.
Shit is hard.
The shit is hard.
It was. I hope you all saw the Kanye thing. If you didn't see the Kanye thing, that won't make it.
But you also, we you know, Cartman's the one who's kind of in charge of telling each superhero what their tragic backstory was that made them a superhero, and so this is what he comes up with.
Wer ist das Bösewicht?
Anyway, go easy on him, you guys. He's had a tough life. It's time they learned your tragic backstory. You lay awake that night, like so many other nights. You couldn't sleep because you knew you weren't like the other kids. You walked to the mirror.
Ein kleines
Looked in
Bitterface.
the mirror and you felt alone. And that's when it happened. A loud noise. You swore you could hear your mother calling for help. You left your room. You left your room.
So sind ja geil, ne?
Usually you just walk through the door already. But then you finally reached your parents' door. And what you saw when you opened that door changed your life forever and led you to fighting crime. You were too late. Because when you opened that door, you
So
saw
Comic-Mäßigkeiten.
your dad fuck your mom. What? Butthole doesn't trust anyone because his dad fucked his mom. Couldn't do anything to stop. That doesn't make any sense. I know. How could the person you trust do that to the only other person you love? Cartman, everyone's dad fucked everyone's mom. Huh? That's how it works, stupid. Our dads fucked our moms. Okay. So does that mean your dad fucked
Professor
your mom?
Chaos.
Yeah? Yes. My dad fucked my mom. That's why I'm here. Don't steal his backstory, dude. That's not true.
I can see there's a lot of people that relate to that story.
Yeah, it's very personal for us, and apparently that does touch a lot of people.
There's very few people that can at least relate to it at some level, except for Jesus. So, we got that one out. So obviously that's pretty brutal. We've got another thing in South Park that's brutal, our combat, and we worked on that a lot together.
Yeah, the combat system is much improved from Stick of Truth, and it's a superhero game, so it has the combat is definitely the center.
Yeah,
Center
it was actually pretty cool because us and the guys from Ubisoft, we'd come down and talk about what this game would be, and we'd go back to my house afterwards and play board games. I'm a big board gamer, so we'd play all like my favorite board games and tabletop miniature type of games and figure out how to, you know, we still wanted to keep some of the turn-based stuff because it really makes it easier to do story, and so we just tried to do a big 4.0 version of Stick of Truth.
Right. I mean, all those sessions, it's a lot of very real clarity that comes from that. So what we ended up putting in is combat space and time. So let's talk about it. First, let's talk about space. You're not restricted to a location anymore. Now you can move to get an attack.
Ah, so, also die Kampf. Der Kampf.
You can also move to get behind cover. You can push and pull enemies, but they can also do it to you. You can knock them into props and get a little extra damage. You can knock them into other characters and get an extra attack. You can use some of your powers like Tweak here to get over obstacles. So obviously using space makes a big difference. Next up is time. In the first game, your parts were legendary. Now your parts are so powerful that you can use them to rip the fabric of time itself.
Play Ghost Recon.
So, you can use that to rearrange the turn order. Mastering space and time makes a huge difference. I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Let's bring it out with big volume.
It's loud too.
Yeah, it's a loud game. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. So then we did all that, and now we do the business part.
Business part. Oh, awesome.
It's obviously been an amazing game for us to work on, and I think both of our teams have been having a ton of fun. And we're almost done, and now we have some exciting news
Der eine macht auf
for our
Riddler.
South Park fans before we go.
Der linke.
Anyone who buys the Fractured But Whole will get the Stick of Truth for PS4, Xbox One, and Steam for free. If you pre-purchase the game today, Fractured But Whole that is, and you can start playing Stick of Truth right away. So check out our website
Egal wann.
for information about our participating retailers. Right?
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds great.
You don't want
So, we made a trailer if you want to see it.
Wann kommt das raus? Wann?
Sort of shows what the boys are fighting
Release.
about and was the Civil War.
Release.
Release date on this too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what do you think it is? What do you think it is?
I'm putting my money on December 6th. The Fractured But Whole will be released on December 6th.
Echt? An Nikolaus?
There it is. Thank you.
Thanks everybody.
Thanks.
Enjoy the trailer.
Nein, im Schnee. Spaß ja.
Why did we choose this life? Why did we become superheroes? We dedicate our lives to fighting crime for one reason. To make $1 billion on a superhero franchise. Now let's go through the plan one more time. First, we start with the Coon movie. Then we do the Super Craig movie. Then Super Craig and Coon will join forces and do the Kite movie just as we start ramping up King's Netflix series. How come I have to have the Netflix series? I want a movie too. You have a movie, Mysterion. You're in the third Coon and Friends United movie after your Netflix series. Yeah,
Good
King's
luck.
doesn't ever get his own movie. Do I get my own movie? Not everyone gets their own movie.
This franchise the way it sucks. We want to make billions of dollars, and I think we should start with the Tupperware movie.
Right, start with a black superhero.
Marvel is making a black superhero movie.
Yeah, now! They waited years to get to that. We follow their plan. We do all the real people first, and we sneak the black guy in phase 3.
How about we just do movies starring all of us, like all the time? But then we're just rehashing the same old material.
There's nothing wrong with doing the exact same movie to start a franchise.
Okay, J.J. Abrams.
Okay, so you're on Cartman's side? He just likes this plan because he gets 2 movies in phase 1. God! We have to just go with this plan. We don't even have 1 movie yet.
How did it get to this? How did we grow so far apart?
You go with the plan. Maybe we'll just go and do our own franchise. Yeah. Oh, you want Civil War? Is that what you want? Yeah, dude, Civil War. Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Get out of my house. We'll make way more money on our franchise. Go ahead. I bet you don't even get halfway through phase 1 of your franchise, DC Comics.
I thought Civil War wasn't supposed to happen until phase 3.
Shut up, Super Craig. I didn't want to have to do this, but you leave me no choice.
Did I just hear someone use a microaggression?
If you have been playing that drinking game at home, you probably fell asleep on your computer. And now we move from the flatulent, prepubescent superheroes of South Park to the snowy, post-pandemic streets of New York in Tom Clancy's The Division. Thanks to all of you out there, The Division broke records when it launched earlier this year, and today more than 10 million of you have spent up to 3 hours a day hitting a steady supply of high-value targets and trying to get your hands on the best loot in the Dark Zone. Well, here to tell us more about what's new in The Division, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Julian Garrity, Creative Director from Massive Entertainment. All right.
Thank you.
Wie klein
And
ist.
thank you for wearing those shoes.
I need to make
I'm
everybody
not
feel-
actually that short.
No, you're actually taller than me without these shoes on. I'm sorry.
I'll go with it. And thank thanks to all the Division players out there who are so passionate about our game.
It's a cool ass game. And you guys have been adding all kinds of new stuff to the game since it debuted. We heard just a little while ago about the Underground, so you want to tell us more about what's going on with that?
Absolutely. So, in Underground, you and your team will be fighting against a dangerous threat hidden beneath the streets of New York City. And every time you play, the challenge is unique. That means endless replayability and even better rewards the further you go.
Okay, so, I mean, one of the coolest things about this game is it is open world, it is so robust, and you're making it more robust all the time. So are you going to tell us when we're going to get this new content, or do I just have to start taking bets? I know, I'm big and I'm also pushy.
Yes!
I agree.
Underground will be out June 28th on Xbox One and PC, and August 2nd on PS4. And this is just one of the updates we'll be releasing this year. Because for the Division team, this is a long-term commitment. We love this world, you love this world, and we're going to keep on making it better for you.
It's awesome. I mean, you know, I've been in love with this game since you guys first debuted it. On one of the shows that I hosted, I'm really, really excited about it.
Cool. And that's not the only thing we're going to tell you about today. We've got a little surprise for you. To celebrate Ubisoft's 30th birthday, we're giving our fans 3 exclusive outfits to use in-game. Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, and Splinter Cell. You get an outfit. You get an outfit. Chad, you get the 3 outfits. Good for you, Chad. So, if you're a member of Ubisoft Club, all of these outfits will be free for you with the release of Underground.
It's like smushing 2 or 3 or 4 games together that you love. I don't know, I have a lot of feelings.
They let us do this.
I love it. Well, I'm super stoked about running around Manhattan in trifocal goggles without getting arrested like I typically do. So we've got Underground, we've got dope new outfits. More?
We've got one more expansion to talk to you about today. In it, you'll struggle to find meager supplies in New York and fight to survive in some of the most brutal weather conditions imaginable. It's a completely new way of playing the game, and you'll be able to play it very soon. Even sooner if you're on Xbox One or PC. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Survival.
Yeah.
The blizzard was getting worse, but we had to investigate the rumors of a cure. The storm took everything. No food, no water, temperature dropping. We are not alone out here. In this world, it's hunter against prey. The storm doesn't care if you live or die. But some of us will survive.
awesomeness. Now, for Ubisoft, VR is the perfect technology for making gaming more accessible. And Ubisoft Montreal's Funhouse team built a game that just about everyone is going to know how to play the minute they put on their headsets. So, here to take us into the world of Eagle Flight, please welcome creative director Charles Hupto, along with two huge fans of the game, Palmer Luckey, inventor and founder of Oculus, and Jason Holtman, head of publishing at Oculus VR.
Eagle Flight VR. Zeigt jetzt irgendwie jeder, ne? Jede Pressekonferenz zeigt irgendwie was von der VR.
It's very, very intuitive game, and the flight mechanic is super innovative, and it gives you that real freedom of flying in VR. But most of all, it's just super fun, and by super fun, I mean I can beat Palmer almost every time I play.
That's not true. I mean, we've been playing this game for months at Oculus, and we've been getting pretty good at it. And so this is a really good chance for us to come and show everybody that we can beat you guys at your own game.
Let's see what you got, Palmer.
Let's
go. Let's go.
Hello everyone, my name's Carsten Myhill and I'm going to talk you through for the first time ever at E3 a live PvP demo in VR. It's called Capture the Prey, and 2 teams of 3 will battle it out in the skies over Paris. Over here we have the blue team resplendent in their Hawaiian shirts led by Palmer Luckey, Olivier and Vicky, and the red team led by Jason Holtman with his 2 wingmen, Andre and Charlie. Rules are simple. It's a capture the flag game, and we will play best of 3. So if we're ready to go, let's fly. So we can see the first location of the prey, right there at the foot of the Eiffel Tower, and they have to take it to the nest to score a point. It's a bit like football, they have to work as a team, taking the object and bringing it to a goal. Alright, maybe not the greatest analogy in the world, but you get the idea. Teamwork is key to succeeding in this game. Paris has been reclaimed by nature. We can see the Champ de Mars overrun now with beautiful trees and undergrowth and nature and escaped animals from the zoo, like those giraffes over there. Olivier has the rabbit and is making his way over to the nest right now. He's trying to stay low, using shortcuts, weaving in and out of the trees, taking little alleyways and tunnels wherever he can, trying to stay out of sight of his opponents who are trying to shoot him. Oh, and he's been hit by Andre.
Ich stell mir das ganz voll schwer an, ne? Und mit der Brille zu sehen. Und die ganzen Dinger, no way.
Who's going to pick it up? They're not far from the nest now. And it's Olivier for the blue team.
Yeah!
There's the nest. Are blue going to score first? Yes, they are. 1-0 to the blue team. Yeah, well done, guys. Okay, remember, it's best of 3, so the red team need to score to stay in the contest.
Also die müssen was holen und dann ins Nest übertragen. Aber dafür, also wir können ja noch die abnehmen. Wow.
Utilising gusts of winds and thermals to get a speed boost. Andre looks like he's got a bit of a free run at the moment. Someone's shooting at him though. Andre's staying low. Jason, being wingman, backing him up.
Das sieht so doof aus.
Oh, great kill by Jason. But Andre has it for the red team. 1-1. Well done. Don't high five each other. That's not going to work. Okay, the final location is right there at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Don't ask me how
Hat ist da das Skript?
It's an extremely exposed position. We'll see them shooting at each other as they head up to try and get that final rabbit to win the game.
Yeah!
Palmer with a kill, good work. And Andre's down, great shot of Vicky taking him out there. Vicky inside the Eiffel Tower, utilising the thermals. But Jason, when the rabbit gets the final straw, go. Ricky with the steal. Okay, we have to chase on to get to that final nest.
Das sieht so doof aus.
Not far to go now. Andre with it for the red team. Taken out just at the final moment. And the blue team with the steal right at the end to win the game. Well done, blue team. Keep on playing. Sorry guys, we're going to have to stop now. For those of you here, you can come to the Ubisoft booth and the Oculus booth to try it out yourselves. So we'd love to come and see you down there. Thanks very much. Have a great E3.
Alright. Thanks to Palmer and Jason, Charlie, and of course the entire dev team. I actually got to play an early version of this game last year here at E3, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was like super alpha, and I peed a little. Like, it wasn't even very good, and it was awesome. So this is going to be incredible. I really encourage you to check it out. Eagle Flight is going to be on Oculus Rift and all the other VR platforms this fall, and it is playable this week at the Ubisoft and Oculus booths, so get down there and do it. Now that we've seen some flying raptors soaring through abandoned city streets, it's time to ascend a bit higher in elevation. So please welcome Ubisoft Red Storm's David Votipka.
At Ubisoft, VR is about more than just technology. It's about creating games that just weren't possible before, and exploring new worlds with friends without ever having to leave your living room. It's about fully immersing yourself in these worlds and going places and becoming people and doing things that you otherwise could not do. Today, VR is all about opening up the final frontier.
Captain's log, stardate 2016.165. Starship USS Aegis is preparing for her maiden voyage. We've gathered some of the most decorated officers in the Federation
Keine Ahnung, was das ist.
and to prove her place among Starfleet's finest ships. We're en route to a secret testing facility and are proceeding to our destination at maximum load. This is amazing! Wow!
Absolutely astonishing.
When I walked in, I really wasn't sure what I was actually walking into. This is very cool. If I could have imagined what I would have wanted the Star Trek VR game to be, this is it! This is what we've been waiting for.
Entschuldigung, ich muss mal draußen gucken. Es ist so stark am Regnen.
That was an extraordinary experience to be fully encompassed in a world.
You're interacting with each other, and you're talking to each other, and you're taking orders from the captain, and I mean, it's really cool.
So there's captain, power in the ship, tactical, and engineering, power and charge.
Ich denke, man hat das gehört.
Shields up, prepare war, take us out.
Gameplay is not new. I mean, you know, we can play games with our friends, but there's something different about being in a shared virtual environment.
Here you can find what you can go and see the person and see them doing their job and talk to them.
The team does not succeed unless everybody does their job well.
Shut your cloaking, activate shields.
Okay, shields up.
Shields up.
I really did not want to lower the shields while we were under attack. I was very impressed by LeVar playing that game today. He really had the language of Star Trek down.
And they are transporting, Captain.
It's like, you see this makes you push the buttons.
I will say I nailed being the engineer.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a Klingon. Red alert.
Prepare to warp.
We're under attack. We have been waiting. anticipation for so long for the technology of virtual reality to catch up with where we imagine we should be and where we all want to go. Line us up for more, please. We have full power. And as soon as you can get us the hell out of here, I'd be most grateful.
This was really incredible.
Hold us down to 20%. Come on, girl. Punch it. As soon as you can. Here we go. It's your own Star Trek experience in a virtual world where you can hang out with whoever you want. And that's a pretty good deal.
Yes! Guys, Ubisoft is bringing you the first ever Star Trek VR game. As you can see, it's amazing, and you're heard it here first. Unless, of course, you heard it from the reporter who leaked it on Reddit. You know what you can suck
Star Trek
a bag of. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the man who was rocking the VR headset way before VR even existed, Mr. LeVar Burton. Here! Oh, this is so exciting! This is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Okay. Welcome to the sofa I had installed here for precisely this occasion.
Thank you so much.
So it looks like Ubisoft got some of the old Trek band back together. I mean, like all of the old Trek bands and the new ones back together. So I have two questions for you. First of all, I know you have my email, so why no invite? But we'll talk about that after. And how did the game compare to being on the actual Enterprise?
So here's the thing, right? We use our imagination so much, right? When you're on the set, you guys know that. When you're operating the console, it's really not connected to anything. You knew that, right?
You're breaking all our hearts.
I know. But here's the thing. You don't have to imagine in this game. You are existing in a completely rendered environment. You are on the bridge of a starship and you're with your friends.
Also geht alle Konferenzen so lange. Das war nie so, dass das immer so lange ging. Meine ich zumindest. Ich meine, es ist auch gut, aber nach einer Zeit habe ich irgendwie voll...
I mean, it felt real to us when we were doing it. But playing with Carl and Jerry was amazing because, you know, we have this special bond, just like you will with your friends when you play. And here's the thing. We really had to work together to accomplish the mission. And what's more Star Trek than that? I mean, you can play as the engineer, or you can drive the ship. You can be tactical, or you can be the captain, but no.
Ich hatte, bevor ich hier gucke, habe ich mit einem Kumpel geschrieben, dass das bis 12:30 ging, hat er mir gesagt. Ich denke so, okay, 2,5 Stunden. Ich hoffe mal nicht. Also ich hoffe auf der Seite nicht, aber auf der Seite ja. Das ist ganz schön anstrengend, die ganze Zeit rumzusitzen. Ich möchte am liebsten liegen.
It was like that skin, I just like put it right back on again. The lingo, the rhythm, the techno babble, it all, you know, started clicking in, coming back. But I'm used to like responding to an order and not initiating the order. So I had to like, oh yeah, engage. That's how we start this thing. So it took a moment, but I got the hang of it, and it's such a blast. I think that they really nailed it. The graphics, everything, it's so beautiful, but you will forget all of that, right? Because the gameplay is so engaging.
God, it's so cool. It's awesome. I can't wait to play this game, preferably at your house.
Yes. Well, you can come over and then we can play with like Brent and Jonathan Frakes and Michael Dorn.
What are you doing with my feelings right now?
No. Won't that be cool though?
Yes, it would be cool. Yeah. I don't want to burst into tears in the middle of this conference, so I'll just cry it out with you after. But thank you so much for talking about this with us today, and you are dismissed.
But you can't dismiss me unless you outrank me.
It's very clear that I don't rank you by like many levels, so I will just say, make it so, number one.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh my God.
Kann jetzt noch ein Spiel kommen, so ein richtiges. Ein bisschen leiser.
We've all imagined ourselves on that bridge, and now you get to do it. We're going to have Star Trek Bridge Crew at the Ubisoft booth, and of course when it comes out this fall on all major VR systems.
There were no signs. It came without warning.
For Honor. Schätze ich mal.
Doom came to us all. The desperate few struggled to survive.
Kämpfen die ums Wasser. Der nächste. Mütter. Samurai und Wikinger oder sowas, ne?
Perhaps we had a chance for peace. But desperation and trust are seldom allies. So began a millennium of conflict. A thousand years of war. Greatest warriors the world has ever known. The reason they fight, lost to ages. And yet, here they still stand, searching for a sign of peace. I will show them. I am Apollyon. I bring war.
For Honor.
Ah, yes. Desperation drives us to war. It is trust that can end it. Apollyon and her Blackstone legions crave a world where trust is impossible, and the wolves among us can roam free. I'm Jason Vandenberg. I'm the creative director on For Honor. Last year, in our multiplayer reveal, we gave you the chance to experience our new melee combat system, the art of battle. Now, we welcome you to the world of For Honor. In our campaign, Be Knighted, Join the Blackstone Legions to drive your enemies from your lands. As a samurai, unite your people to prevent a civil war and restore the prestige of the Empire. And as a Viking,
sieht auch cool aus. Mit dem Bärtchen.
I'd like you to meet our game director on For Honor, Roman Campos Oriola. Come on out, Roman. Yes. My brother. What?
Ah, und den Gameplay.
Are the Raider. In the aftermath of war, your people were starving. You brought them back. Now, your fleet sails for the lands of the samurai and seeking plunder and glory.
Napoleon's war had taken us to the edge of extinction. But that raider reminded us of who we are. We would raid, but not Apollyon. Not yet. But they knew we were coming. Fortress hadn't worked for a century. All we had to do was get through them. Was the only way forward.
Ropes! Grapples here!
one warrior made it to the top, one would be enough. Got us inside that fort. Now we have them. My fortress is lost. My soldiers slaughtered. Soon, I will join them. You opened the gate. Now, you will pay!
선돌려. 바로. Ich habe auch ein Samurai-Schwert. Entschuldigung. Oh mein Gott. Der Opa ist down. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
That raider showed us what Recon Fury could do. The Great Raid, they would call it. And it had begun.
If you are looking for something to give that very special someone in your life, For Honor will be available on Valentine's Day. Yeah, sweet, it's a nice gesture. What could be more romantic than dinner, drinks, and an all-night bender of epic warfare? Either you'll bond forever, or she'll move out in the morning. And if you're in LA, come by the Ubisoft booth to play For Honor. Now, for those of you watching at home, head to forhonorgame.com to register for the very next alpha that will come very soon, all right? Now, here to talk about catapulting of a completely different kind, please welcome producer at Ubisoft Reflections, Pete Young.
Wann kommt denn Assassin's Creed?
At Ubisoft, we get to tell all kinds of stories. Like how we can go from a massive AAA game like For Honor to, well, to a wobbly red robot in a small experimental game. Last year, we surprised you and ourselves with Grow Home, the story of our little robot bud learning how to experience the world around him. And today, I'm really excited to announce that Bud is back. And this time, he's not just growing home, he's growing up.
Wahrscheinlich kommt Assassin's Creed ganz zum Schluss. Als Überraschung, als große Überraschung. Es ist ja immer so Assassin's Creed am Schluss.
In Grow Up, Bud will take his first stumbling steps without the watchful eye of Mom, and you'll get to stretch your acrobatic skills across an entire planetary playground. Not only can you forget your words, not only can you ride the giant star plants, but you can throw down seeds and use plants to bounce, shoot, and catapult yourself to new heights, all the way to the moon. We want you to help Bud grow up this August on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Thank you and enjoy E3.
Pete, your accent is so adorable you could forget to say anything at all and just turn those vowels into words way up. There were like 18 A's in that word. You're awesome. Now, at its core, Ubisoft is a creative company with an independent spirit, and support for innovative projects is a part of its DNA. But every once in a while, that DNA mutates slightly, and this happens.
Here are the Ubisoft Creative Directors, Tag Team Champions, Andy and Minnesota, and Dean Evans.
Keiner klatscht.
Thank you. Where's Jack? Not you. Ouch. So I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Antti Elvessuo, the creative director of Trials and also President of Finland.
Hello, I'm Dean Evans, creative director of the original Blood Dragon and advocate of your peace.
Trials and Blood Dragon made baby together.
That's right, Nancy. And this horrible problem child is being delivered right now. Now.
Prince Powercold and Dr. Darling are back, this time with their two Cyber Commando kids, Roxanne and Slater. Play as the rattiest mean king this side of Mars, and defy gravity on your ultimate Dragon Slayer Cyber Bikes. Protect America with freedom lift and ride on the ridiculous roller coaster of righteousness. Grapple and spin all over the planet. Use guns to shoot cyborgs, communist aliens, and giant ancient Dragon Balls! Space is the place, and the action is in your face! Ride through loops, and multiple dimensions! Into the future! Come fight Vietnam War 4! Together, forever, today! Trials of the Blood Dragon! Side effects may include euphoria and extremely jarring views.
Fangruppe.
Nothing like an 8-bit title to get you excited. As you can tell, this game is a beast, and in case you didn't get the incredibly subtle messaging in that video, it is out now on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Well, actually, it's almost out now. We didn't want anybody sprinting off to chase blood dragons while we were still here on stage. So the game will be released as soon as this conference ends, about 30 minutes from now. Calm yourselves and just take comfort in the fact that apparently LMFAO was back together, guys. So that was nice. All right. Guys, never knew they were white. Guys, this is Ubisoft. And there is, yes it is, my friends, and there is no UBE3 experience without a deep dive into Assassin's Creed. You know this, and I know this. And this year is special because Assassin's Creed is about to go super multi-platform. Here to talk about the upcoming Assassin's Creed movie, please join me in welcoming legendary movie producer Frank Marshall.
So. Und ich dachte...
Thank you so much for coming today. Now, in case, I'm excited to have you. In case people don't know, you have worked on some of the hugest films and film franchises that have ever existed in our history. Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, the Bourne films, Jurassic World. So what drew you specifically to this project?
Well, I mean, it's kind of simple. I'm always looking for a good story. And I thought that the Assassin's Creed universe really had all the elements that can make a great movie. So it's kind of our goal as the filmmakers to take these elements and stay respectful to the franchise and the DNA of the brand, and bring something new to the franchise that could be experienced in the movie theater. So we have a new story. We have a new hero, dynamic supporting players and characters. So we kind of mixed a little bit of the old up and the familiar with a new element.
And this is such a storied franchise. There is so much to draw from. I think everybody is super stoked to see that Michael Fassbender is playing the lead role. Yes. Yeah, it's an incredible cast all around. What can you tell us about what went into making this film?
Well, it's really a kind of a massive production. We shot in 3-4 different countries. Obviously, there's an historical aspect to the story where we go back in time, just like in the game. But we really wanted to get the right team to put together the movie, and we started with our director, really esteemed, fantastic director named Justin Kurzel, who had just worked with Mr. Fassbender on Macbeth. And he's really a true visionary who understands the best elements of the game and how to translate them into the movie. Then we assembled a team of really incredibly talented people to surround him with and create the world, and using these real locations, and a team of stunt experts to take us into the parkour and the elements that we're going to see in the film.
Yeah, I mean, that's such an integral part of this world, the photographic world, trying to replicate that into the world.
Exactly. We've got the best in the world at doing those different kinds of stunts and those different kinds of elements.
So, given all of that, what do you think people are going to be most excited about seeing when they see Assassin's Creed on big screen?
Well, I think there's a lot to look forward to. But really, it's the multi-layered mythology that we have that comes from the game, and the kind of putting you into the story. We have a real story, and it has an arc that goes all the way to the end, and you're being able to have that same wish fulfillment that you have in the game, of being able to see the world through the lives and the ancestors, through the genetic memory that our character has.
That's incredible. I mean, I think people already imagine themselves in this role, so to kind of write it large and bring people in is an interesting challenge, but obviously a really great opportunity. Now, this is E3, so people are expecting huge reveals. We want secrets, we want dirt. What magical things can you reveal to us about them? Nothing. Come on, Frank.
No. Actually, I'm excited because I can show you a little bit more than anybody here has seen already. So we're going to have an exclusive video that gives you a sneak peek behind the curtain and shows you everything that went into making this film, as well as never before footage from the movie. So we're going to roll that video very soon, as soon as you give the word, right?
As soon as I throw to it. Well, thank you so much for being here today. Assassin's Creed is going to be in theaters December 21st. So play a lot of Assassin's Creed before then, so it's all inside of you when you go to see the movie. And now, for your viewing enjoyment, I present Mr. Michael Fassbender.
The assassins are fighting for freedom, and their main rivals are Templars. Templars are trying to enhance humankind through science.
I think Assassin's Creed is a really deep concept and idea, which is going back into time, having some sort of relationship with the ancestor that's come before you. The overall journey of the film is through the eyes of our protagonist, Michael Fassbender's playing.
Your past.
He starts to learn that
Sind die an Seilen?
of assassins.
He realizes the true history of himself, and he creates a kind of revolution.
We work in the dark. Serve the light. We are assassins.
Michael is one of the greatest actors of his generation, and there's many other strong characters in the film.
The Assassin's Creed universe is a cinematic experience. The action sequences are massive.
I just want it to be an unbelievable ride.
You have to show them who he really is.
Bei uns kommt dann auch nächstes Jahr. Einfach nächstes Jahr.
I feel exactly the same way. I think we've all imagined ourselves in that role over the years we've played the game, but I can't think of a better choice than Fassbender. He's super hot. I'm looking forward to the assassin getting naked. All right. Just me? Okay. Now for our next game. Oh. All right. Okay.
Hot dogs.
Corporate interests are picking elections. Your elections. Your favorite social media giant invite knows everything about you. And then they manipulate your feed to tailor your opinion to their interests. They are fooling you into voting for their puppet, Congressman Mark Russ. Invite is the single most powerful population control tool ever created. Defend democracy. Help us tear down Invite. Initial processing power. Downloading our app and together, we will expose Congressman Russ. Join us. We are Texas.
Eigentlich mein Haarspiel, aber sieht super aus wieder. Mega.
Hello everyone, and welcome into the San Francisco Bay Area, the birthplace of the tech revolution and Watch Dogs 2's new playground. This time, you will join DevSec, a hacker group rebelling against an establishment that uses technology to take away our freedom. You are Marcus Holloway, a brilliant young hacker on a mission to take back control from this establishment. Now we all live in a hyper-connected world. Everything we use and every one of us is connected to technology. From the perspective of a hacker, this world is filled with opportunities.
Der Charakter sieht besser aus als der davor. Ganz im Ernst, der war ja voll beschissen mit dem Mantel. Sah aus wie der letzte Penner.
You can also profile, manipulate and act.
Ja, sowas kennt man doch.
And you're not alone. You can seamlessly encounter other DedSec
Aber wie kommen die immer daran? An dieses Hacker-System?
Getting into co-op has never been simpler. But for now, let's deal with Invite. A social media giant has just been exposed by DedSec.
And we'll deliver our faith system.
Sure. If we can find evidence that Invite's manipulates social media to help with it.
Rich, where you at, man?
Scaling Congressman Gibson's apartment from the roof next door. Oh, we fucked up this fundraiser. Almost everyone's gone. Let's go.
Okay, people, this is strictly by the book. Don't paint outside the lines and stay frozen.
Plus you. Just give her their plans for us to get spike rest for social media fronts.
On my way.
Sitara.
The Bay Area is filled with stories you can choose to explore. But for now, let's just check what happens when the second so-called politicians stand out to find evidence that Invite.
Das sieht ja so gut wie fertig aus. Eigentlich.
Oh, check it out. You can see the whole city from here. Whole lot of people out there, man. Whole lot of people. Man, they're getting spoiled. I don't even feel it.
Hashtag.
No. It's fucked up. I know it's gonna be a hell of a fight turning them back into people.
Fucking A, man. Okay, dude. You find the evidence, and I'll monitor exit strategy.
Hey, is that the congressman?
No, I did believe that is a helicopter.
Fuck you.
Marcus, the building just went off the grid. We can't get in or...
Boah, wie bisher ist die letzte Pressekonferenz. Die werden immer länger, ne? Geht das doch bis 12:30.
They got armed help in there. Something's definitely up. They're scrubbing the evidence.
Get us access, Marcus, before it all gets wiped.
I'll get you inside the system. Once I do, you use the botnet to brute force your way in and download everything you can.
But once you start downloading, they'll know you're inside.
It wouldn't be a party if they didn't. And I've got a surprise for them.
Where are we on wiping the Congress with the cloud? That's done, but there's a team of invites trying to back us, too.
They're good at this.
They're the best computer forensics team we have. You pay top dollar, you get top talent.
That's what I want to hear. Rich, you ready for my exit strategy?
Ja, ich habe schlechte Erfahrungen von Watch Dogs. Gerade was zum Schluss passiert ist bei mir. Hätte man ein Let's Play gucken. Da funktioniert die Quest nicht mehr und ja, bin ich ganzes Spiel nicht mehr, ne? Continuieren weiterspielen.
Holy fuck, this is awesome. If you're just getting started.
Eine Stunde 40.
Oh my god. So great. Watch Dogs 2 comes out on November 15th, 2016 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It's so cool to see my hometown in that game. And much like you, whenever I am infiltrating a corrupt politician's penthouse, I also listen to Eric B. and Rakim. And now, I'd like to welcome Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot to tell you a little bit more about Watch Dogs.
Hello everyone, thank you for being with us today. So as you may remember, when we launched the first time Watch Dogs with the PS4, it was a major success. And that was really thanks to Sony and the push they did have on this game. So today, I'm very happy to tell you that we are going to continue with Sony and we are going to do Watch Dogs 2 with them. So I would like
to ask Kim from Sony to come with us and tell you more about it. Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks, Eve. That's right. We've been really impressed by Watch Dogs ever since Ubisoft first showed the game right here back in 2012. I think you were there that night. Sony and Ubisoft partnered on that game in the early days of the PlayStation 4. And then our partnership went even further. A while back, Sony Pictures Entertainment signed up with Ubisoft Motion Pictures to produce a Watch Dogs feature film with New Regency Productions. After what is shaping up to be an amazing Assassin's Creed film, we think Watch Dogs is set to be the next video game-based blockbuster movie.
It's an incredibly filmic game. That looks so cool. And, you know, as you know, Jim, it's never too early to think about who your lead actor is going to be. So I'm looking at the character and I'm thinking Michael B. Jordan or a Tate Diggs or an Aisha Tyler, who is tall and black and slightly masculine. That's what I'm thinking, you know, yeah?
Yeah.
We can talk about it backstage.
I'll be waiting.
Now, I understand you also brought something very special to share with our PlayStation players out there, right?
That's right. PlayStation owners will have access to all Watch Dogs 2 DLCs 30 days before they're released on any other platform.
That's incredible. That's incredible. It's a killer deal for the PlayStation Nation. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jen. And now we're going to take one more look at the wild hacker playground that is Watch Dogs
2. Ah, the San Francisco Bay.
Kann man schon, oder? Nee, kann man auch nicht. Oh oh, meine PS4 wechselt in den Ruhemodus in 10 Minuten.
Literally the most fit hacker in the world. And of course,
Assassin's
it's a game
Creed.
about hackers,
Assassin's
but a few
Creed.
good robots.
Assassin's Creed.
So if you pre-order the limited edition of Watch Dogs 2, you'll get your very own Wrench Jr., a hack security robot from the game. It's probably not going to help you oust a corrupt corporate overlord with a stranglehold on your city, but it is radio controlled and so quite useful for annoying your coworkers and ending unwanted relationships. All right, folks. We have one more game to show you today, and we all know that Eve likes to be the one to announce the next big thing, so I'll let him take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Eve Emo.
Thank you. So I'm excited to tell you about our new IP from our studio in the French Alps. The studio has a lot of multiplayer expertise. You know, those guys have done Splinter Cell multiplayer. They have done also Assassin's Creed multiplayer, and they worked on The Division on some parts of the game. So for the first time, we are combining the thrill of action sports with a fully explorable open world. So this game will give you a chance to challenge your friends and to share your adventures with the community. It's a completely new genre, and I am sure you will love it. Thank you.
It's that moment where I've committed to leaving, but I haven't left the Earth yet. Nothing you can do but charge forward.
What I love the most in the mountains is that I can do anything I want. It's pure freedom.
You know, there's always a bit of fear. If you don't have a little fear, you know, then you're a little crazy, I think.
Nothing else matters up here. All the chaos is just gone. No one else around.
The moment my feet leave the Earth, everything else disappears. It's pure adrenaline. It's what I live for.
Ich muss mir gerade die PS4 an Controller anstecken, weil der ist ja leer. Jetzt geht die PS4 nachher aus.
The most important thing for me is to try something that never been done before.
Am I scared? Sure. But fear can be a tool. It can keep you performing beyond what you think your limits are.
So, es geht weiter. Boah, ich möchte mal Thumbnails schneiden, oder? Dauert ja. Ich will nicht wissen, wie lange Sony geht.
We are from Ubisoft Annecy, at the base of the Alps, just a few miles from the tallest peak in Europe, Le Mont Blanc. From our studio windows, we are surrounded by the mountains, and they have inspired us to develop the game that we are here to show you today.
Up in these mountains, sport isn't always about winning. Sometimes it's just about doing awesome things with your friends and living life to the fullest.
And sometimes it's just about capturing those memorable moments and sharing them with your friends. Let's show some gameplay. Take it away, Igor.
Thank you.
That's good.
Welcome to the world of Steve, a massive open world partially set in the Alps, at the intersection of Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and France. We're currently flying over Aiguille du Mont Blanc, and in case you're wondering, aiguille means needles. First thing we'll do is land on a small rock over there. And notice the man on the right, walking up to some of the players from the community. From here, we can now enjoy the view and observe the world around us. That big guy in front of you is the Mont Blanc, the biggest summit in the region. And in the distance, you can see the Matterhorn, one of the wildest spots in the game. And on the right, you've got the Aravis Range, the region we come from, where Ubisoft Annecy stands. In Steep, we developed a really cool observation tool. We call it Mountain View. Mountain View allows you to zoom out from your position, observe the world, and navigate into the environment. Our mountain range will be populated by drop zones. Drop zones are entry points for you to drop in the world when you're ready. Now, let's get back to our initial position.
Besides drop zones, the game will offer a wide range of challenges for you to test your skills. The one in front of us is a wingsuit activity. And as the other player drops in, we'll follow him and triggers a challenge. This is a proximity flying race challenge. We just secured the silver medal, and as we land, we could choose a move onto skiing in the Aiguille. But we'd like to introduce you to another region. So let's switch to Mountain View and head over to Aravis. The purpose of this next sequence is to show you what it's like to play online with your friends or with other players from the community.
Weißt du was? Ich gehe mal kurz runter, was trinken. Und ich bin selber schuld, wenn ich was verpasse. Da nehme ich meine Kappe über. Und ich bin gleich wieder da. Ich habe gerade richtig Trockenheit und ja. Gehe halt kurz unten.
Hold on, we really need to pause here. Too much at the same time. Now I'd like to show you something special. If we go back to Mountain View, take a look at that trail. Every line you do in the world creates a trail. And that trail is really cool. It not only allows you to check what you've done on your ride, so you can analyze your line, but it also allows you to launch a replay of what you've seen and what you've done. You can rewind, pause, control the camera, go slow-mo, and follow any players you've met. And the idea here is to allow you to push that replay of your performances, or just crashes, to all social networks so you can share it with the world. Even better, not only can you share videos, but say you liked that jump over the cliff. You know it's a tricky one. You can push it as a challenge to your friends, you define the rule, share it so it becomes part of the content your friends will see in their game. But let's catch up with our red paraglider. There is one last thing I have to show you. Steep is definitely about sharing intense, thrilling, crazy, or just pure fun moments. And it's also about enjoying the mountains.
Scheint noch nichts verpasst.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're inviting you all onto the mountain as soon as tomorrow. Steep will be fully playable on the show floor. If you're watching from home, please visit steepgame.com to register for a chance to participate in Steep beta phases. This game ships this December. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. We got a lot done today, and we are barreling towards the finish line. But before we go, we want to bring Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot and all of the teams behind the games that we had on stage during our show back out here one more time. Come on out, everybody. This is going to be like the end of Saturday Night Live, only all the game devs have not been drinking for hours. Although I'm sure they'll start very soon after me.
So as you could see, you know, that was a fantastic game. And I think it's just the beginning, because as you know, this game will be live for a long time. So those guys are going to give you a lot more. So I would like to thank you, all Ubisoft teams, and Aisha, for their creativity and all the passion they have. I would like also to thank you, all the gamers. We are only here because of you. We really love you guys, because you always push us for excellence. As Aisha said, this year, Ubisoft celebrates our 30 years birthday. That means 30 years in the best industry in the world. I love video games because the real innovation and magic happens when our teams and players are free to create, free to innovate, free to express themselves, free to take risks and have fun. That's what got us here today, and that is what will drive us for another 30 years and beyond. Because when you are free, there is no failure. There is only forward.
Mann, schade. Ich habe ja gewartet darauf, dass Assassin's Creed gezeigt wird. Schade. Hätten ja wenigstens was zeigen können für März oder so. Oder kommt das Ende 2017? Ja.
You were amazing today. Thanks for making this such a special conference. Stick around for a post show where we're going to answer your burning questions about Ubisoft and our conference today. Everybody, you've been so awesome. I'm Aisha Tyler. We are Ubisoft. Happy 30th birthday, Ubi. And you guys, you know what to do. Come on down, meet us on the floor, and do that shit!
Yeah, we're ready. Oh, well, now to put it in the words of the infamous DJ Khaled.
Das war's.
Alright guys, so in a couple of minutes we'll be having
Ja,
the post show here live.
ich würde sagen, machen wir jetzt Schluss. Endlich mal, dass Assassin's Creed halt nicht gekommen ist. Aber ich bin ja nicht sicher, ob das März oder Ende 2017 kommt. Vielleicht startet Sony, aber ich werde es am nächsten Tag gucken, aber auch Livestream, Reaction und wir sehen es dann. Bis da. Ciao.